As Lautaro Martinez travels forward with the ball, Sagankov down the right-hand side. He's in behind. He's on goal, so takes a shot. He gets the goal. He gets the goal. The Ukrainian winger has helped Atletico Madrid against the three-time champions. Rashford. Gallo on the ball. Takes a shot. 1-1. Felix. Kone. Jude Bellingham. Szoboszlai. Rashford. Right foot strike outside the box. He finds the back of the net. Oblak beaten for the second time in the second half. Kalnoglu. Oh, ball in behind. Martinez. Oh, we don't need to be here. Oh, he actually finds the back of the net. Timber wins the ball inside the penalty area. Key interception there. Szoboszlai has Moukoko running ahead of him. Moukoko's in a foot race with Marquinhos. He's got the bit of Marquinhos, gets it through the legs of Oblak and makes it through 3-2 in the 84th minute. That's his first contribution. That's the first thing he's had to do since coming on. Okay, so here we go, episode 64. We have some huge encounters for this episode today. We have a semi-final of the FA Cup to play at the end of the episode against Brentford. And then we have the second leg against Atletico Madrid, where we're only 3-2 up in the Champions League. So that was a tough encounter. I enjoyed it, if I'm honest with you, despite conceding 2 goals. I enjoyed the back and forth. So I'm hoping when we take them back to Old Trafford, there's still a back and forth, but we dominate at the OT. In terms of games in the league, so we're only going to play 2 Premier League games. I'm not too sure out of these 2 who I'm going to play. I'm definitely going to play Leicester City because there's always an interesting battle when Leicester City are in town, or in this case, we're in town because we're going to be away from home at the King Power Stadium. Yeah, like I said at the end of the last episode, I'm going to flip a coin in my head to see which of these 2 teams we're going to play. But then we're going to move on. In terms of our loan players at the moment, they are developing. So players such as Atasuke Fujiwara, he's gone up by 2 overalls. He's still 19 years of age, so there's still more growth left in him. Probably one more loan move to do, and then we could evaluate whether he's good enough to actually be introduced into the first team. Reece Bailey, he's looking like he's going to come back and be the substitute keeper or the second choice keeper feature in the Carabao Cup. So Reece Bailey's making a lot of progression out on loan, and he's gone up by 3. He's over 77 now. Fuller doing the same, 5+, 18 years of age. He's making a lot of progression at Michelin. Bass, again, another player, definitely looking to use him when he gets back. Sheehan, definitely looking to use him. There's a lot of players that could potentially break into the first team. So Fujiwara, hopefully in like 2 years' time, there's going to be space for him. Durand, I'm still like figuring out how we're going to fit him and McHugh into the first team setup when we have Malacia and Mendes playing well. But Mendes is kind of showing that he's not at the same caliber as Malacia, but yeah, the whole team's actually hindered because of the injuries. And guys, look what's happened now. Look what's happened. I've waited for 2 seasons for this guy, 2 seasons, and now this guy is available. Now that we've already signed João Victor, it's quite annoying. I had my eye on Antonio Silva for ages. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this situation. I still kind of want him. In the back of my head, I'm thinking I can fit him in. Lindelof is still playing well, so there's still no excuse to get rid of Lindelof other than the fact that he's getting on with age. But yeah, if we play FIFA like that, then we're gonna have to get rid of a lot of players that get into a certain age range. Like Rashford, he's like 29 on my save, I think. So yeah, Rashford is 29. So what happens when Rashford hits 32, 31 and he's still scoring goals? Do we still move him on? Because realistically, Lindelof, if he's not our second best centre-back, he's definitely third best centre-back. He's been very solid since the start of this rebuild. And I just can't find an excuse to get rid of him, especially when I do want to get rid of him. He just fixes up and then he sorts out his performances and then he stands out. And then we're back to the same situations, almost like David De Gea. Like we came so close to selling David De Gea at least twice already. Say very close to letting him go on a free. And then he just ends up pulling performances out of the bag, which it just amazes me. It amazes me. Okay, so we're about to head off into this first game of this episode against Leicester City in the Premier League. Leicester City, they tend to be a bogey team, so I don't want to weaken the side too much, but I do want to save some players for Atletico Madrid because that encounter could go either way. I'm honest with you, the tie's not done. I don't like being in a situation where things aren't wrapped up because we're forced to do stuff like this, especially in the league when we could potentially win the league in this episode. So slipping up in the league doesn't benefit us either. So yeah, let's head off into this game and see how these players get on.
As we welcome our visitors, Manchester United and your Leicester City.
Alvarado, 10 minutes in. Still no shots on target for either side. Bosley to Gallo. To Bosley. Coco. Gallo again. Gonna drill this in. To Bosley with the shot. Herrera with the save. Keeper. He knows how to firm shots. Bosley. Drill it outside the box. Gallo. First touch. Perfect. Left foot shot blocked by the Leicester City defender. Here's Del Castillo. Who's in the centre of the park in his own half. It's very dangerous. Ericsson gets dispossessed by Drews. Jorge done well in the league for himself, so he's a lethal finisher. Runs through on goal, takes a shot. David De Gea makes the save. You guys don't like it when I pass it around so much, but the only way I know to break a side down. Possession-based football. Gallo. Alvarado. Shot from Sabozla outside the box. Again, another shot outside the box taken. Struggling to break down. That's the City side. Doing well to win the ball back instantly though. There's that. Always on the press. Gallo. Long shot. Oh, another long shot. Herrera's dealt with it again. So 39 minutes gone, no goals to celebrate just yet. Very cagey. Like the rotation isn't a factor. It's a case of getting warmed up. Here's Gallo, slipped in behind. Gallo, I tried to dink the keeper. As his first touch wasn't under control. I thought the keeper was going to come rushing out. So far it's 0-0. Heading off into the interval. We are trying, guys. We are trying. Yeah, this is just a response to a comment in the comment section below. Yeah, they've analysed the way I've played. They don't like, well, they feel like I'm a bit too patient. So we are trying this direct approach. Every team, every side just sits back on the ultimate. It's very... Cuts that out. So we're going to go attacking now. Up in the tempo a bit more. Coco. Felix. Felix caught in possession. The ball back from it. Ericsson. Long shot, left foot. Again, Herrera's just going to eat up all these long shots. Oh, 67% there. 32, which isn't accurate. Felix, turns into space to Bosley. Can we capitalize on that mistake? We have. Mukoko's found the back of the net. We didn't break them down, but the pressure eventually has led to a mistake from the Leicester defense. And we pounced on it. It's 1-0. Finds Mukoko, who's in a lot of space. Freakishly amount of space. Haven't had that amount of space all game. Do attempt outrageous through balls from time to time. Cutting on the right of Bone. I thought I'd get the shot off. Well done, McHugh. Retrieves the ball back. Coco. Tried to run to the byline. Stopped in my tracks. So Leicester City look to go forward. It's still only 1-0, so still a threat on the counter. It's Del Castillo. The Pia. Alvarado tries to cut across. Almost gets to it. That's a good challenge, man. What's this referee playing at? João Victor's had a really good game. To even say that's a foul is crazy. He stood tall on his feet. 1. Didn't really commit and go in for a challenge. 2. And the player looked like he buckled himself. As you can see, we made 3 changes. Shot! Oh, he hits the post, Zinchenko. Definitely a threat from dead ball situations. Got ourselves lucky in that moment. It only hit the post. Heads Ericsson. Barbosa running down this left-hand side. Mokoko slips in Johnson. Johnson, left foot shot is blocked by Zinchenko. Brilliant defending from Leicester City all game. You have to tilt your hat to good defending. Like, I can say they've been parking the bus. The counter-attacks have looked very electrifying. Bursting forward, trying to get men forward. Goes up. Not knowing whether he's going to overlap or not. Did create some hesitation in my own mind. Giving the ball up. Wind. Plays the ball to his right. Virginius has to put the ball into the box, and we've got several players willing to put their bodies on the line. We end up winning a goal kick, and it looks like that's it, guys. 3 points are in the bag. 1-0 is the score line. Happy days, happy days. 3 points closer to clinching the title in this episode. All we need is one more win, but we can't focus on that right now. We need to turn our attentions to Atletico Madrid. We're only 3-2 up in the quarterfinal tie, and Atletico Madrid, pretty similar to Leicester City, good at hitting me on the break, very structured at the back. So we need pretty much a similar performance, but a bit more clinical. So we managed to bag 3 points at the start of the episode. Decent victory, given the fact that we had to work hard to break down Leicester City. I'm expecting pretty much a similar performance, like I said, at the end of the last game. Simply because, Atletico, Diego Simeone, they just know how to sit back and hit the break. And they did it very effectively in the first leg. It looked like they were going to end up winning at some point. But the players and their ability managed to turn things around. Hopefully we have a bit too much for them at Old Trafford. Safe to say my players, they're exhausted from a long season. The match sharpness and match fitness is butchered at the moment. Hopefully these players can work really hard to pull out a really good team performance. As you can see, we have a really strong side. This is the strongest side we could field. And definitely feel like the fans are on our side. The fans have our back, essentially. Need that 12th man, because right now all 11 players, I don't know if they're going to manage to make it to the end of the 90 minutes. Atletico Madrid have a really structured defense. When we break through, it's going to be mad trouble for them. Coco itching to bag himself another goal. Gallo, Timber. Hello, Timber. See, they just sit on the edge of the box. How do you break this down, guys? Please tell me. Give me some tips. Ball into the box. Oh, Bellingham catches it on the volley, but there's a block. Takes the sting out of the shot. Oblak can easily deal with that. Sangare. Or he should be getting to that. Thank you. Brilliant defending from the Frenchman. Well done, Timber with the overlap and run on that right hand side, cuts it back. Szoboszlai in on this left foot. Oh my goodness me, Oblak has denied us the one threatening chance we've had all half. To be fair, the shot wasn't really much to deal with. Back sticks, headed down. LaCroix, that was very messy. That's probably what we need to do. We need to do more of that in the second half. Make things untidy and messy by Atletico, because I feel like they're very structured, very comfortable, and we need to cause some havoc. Problems always, no peace. It's a boss like, just can't get the ball out of my feet quick enough. Oh no! Oh, thank God that cutback was behind Enesri, because that would have been 3-3 on aggregate. Sure of it. Here's Gallo. Not enough going on. Not enough. Timber. Martinez. On. Timber. Let's go. Gallo. And they have too many bodies in the box. Shot from outside the box. Marquinhos charges that down. So we're making changes ourselves. Yusufa Moukoko is off for the inform Marcus Rashford. Szoboszlai is making way for Barbosa. So we're going to play Felix as our number 10. Barbosa's playing off the left-hand side. We are switching up the tactics a bit. See if we can gain an advantage in certain areas of the pitch. Barbosa moves the ball into his left foot. Takes a shot. Black has a shot to deal with in the second half for once. It looked like he had to break a sweat. Make sure it didn't go behind him at all. Gare. Gankov. And this does well in that one-on-one battle, but he concedes the free kick. It's been a really cagey game. Felix is off due to tiredness. Kone is also on, so we're playing Kone as our number 10. This is what life has gotten us. This is where life has taken us, sorry, I should be saying. These injuries have really mucked up a lot of my tactics and a lot of the ideas that I have going into games like this. Can't play the way we want to. So Gankov, I'm sure he's just going to get a warning for that. We'll go back to balance. Because we've only got 18 minutes remaining. Don't want any last minute slip-ups. Lindelof. It's quite rare we get a 0-0 on. Ooh. Spoke too soon. Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford finds space. I don't know how that's ended up happening. I kind of, in my head, I kind of accepted that it could have been a 0-0 draw. The moment I accepted it, an opportunity comes our way. Look at this. Kone off the bench, gets himself an assist. Easy dink in behind. Marquinhos not even bothering to track the movement of Marcus Rashford. His movement wasn't even that great. Like, Moukoko's been trying all game. He just couldn't peel off any of those centre-backs. Rashford comes on for a couple of minutes, and these centre-backs don't know where their man is. Okay, 75 minutes is taking us to take the lead. Marcus Rashford off the bench again, solidifying his course, solidifying his path to Golden Boot in Europe. Atletico Madrid looked like they're there for the taking. Tried to play that ball in Rashford, but you see what through balls do. Like, there was no oomph. It didn't look like it was even gonna scratch the surface of where I wanted to go. Rashford was running in behind. Didn't look like it had enough power behind it, even though it generated a lot of power. Rather just break teams down with short passes. Nice ball in behind again. The same through ball, but played by a different player. Atletico Madrid, they're susceptible to dinks over the top, so we might have to try it some more. Spam it for the last 8 minutes. Okay, so guys, we're in a huge dilemma now. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with this group of players that's currently on the pitch. So we may have to change formation, become a bit more negative. So we're gonna try to adapt our tactics because we don't have enough wide players on the pitch. Probably gonna have to go with an old school Pochettino. So let's go for narrow. Barbosa up top with Rashford. So on top of those tactical changes, we have made changes of personnel. So Victor's on for LaCroix. Gallo's also off for Ericsson. Gallo, I did say going into this game, a lot of these players, they really, truly shouldn't make it to the full 90. But we only have 5 subs. All of them have been made. We'll put into the box. Marquinhos barely deals with it. Rashford with the acrobatic. Doesn't get it off. We got Duro. Floats one in. Oh, that looked rather dangerous, especially with the way Bellingham jumped up for that. It looked like Pellegrini was going to beat him in the air. Mendes. Go on, Alessandro Barbosa, come on. This is a long sprint. You've got the legs. Van Dijk doesn't. He's played all game. Put this away. He takes an extra touch. Rashford, think that. Oh, I clipped the post. Clipped the bar. What is going on here? I should have buried that with Barbosa, really and truly. But the extra touch strikes us again in a moment where it could have been clutch. We could have made it 5-2. Alanga up the other end. I don't know what he's doing. Referee, blow the whistle, man. You're wasting my players' energy. They're dying as it is. Oh, a yellow card given to Martinez. There we have it. We are through to the semi-finals of the Champions League yet again. And we had to work for that one. Atletico Madrid, hats off to them, because defensively they were really hard to break down. Going forward, they weren't really a threat, but I had to respect them because of the first leg performance. So I was very wary and cautious of the counter-attack. Rashford, I really don't understand how we managed to get that goal. The moment I kind of accepted a draw, things are just falling into place. Let's head off into the menu. Oh, all we need is a point. All we need is a point from this game. Come on, man. Let's get this in the bag. We've already got the EFL Cup. Already got the Premier League. So all we have left to play now is the FA Cup and the Champions League if we do win this next game. So let's bag ourselves a victory, man. It's nothing like clinching the title on a rainy day at Old Trafford. These fans have definitely come see and witness these players lift up a trophy. By the end of this game, I'm expected to see that myself. So, Man United against Fulham. We haven't rotated too much, but obviously the players are knackered. So there's going to be natural rotation in the side. Good enough to get the win over the line. Let's get this game underway. Okay, so here we go. We're attacking to the right. Fulham are attacking to the left. And I'm expecting decent encounter. Fulham, they're not a side that you can take lightly. They have built a good squad the last couple of seasons. I think every side in the Premier League quite hard to play against. It's just that we just know how to get victories or get points against all of them. And yeah, Rashford is back starting again at number 9 role. Alvarado's giving the ball away straight away. It's Jasper. About to say that guy's name. I'm not going to attempt to. Christensen into Harris. It's in the box. Oh, he gets it through the legs of Lindelof. And Mara smashes it home. It's 1-0 to Fulham. Close your legs, Lindelof. Bro, this ain't a brothel. Like, why is your legs wide open? Like this. Harris just sneaks the ball through his legs. Okay, well, 1-0 down. Not a good start. Points are there to be dropped in the Premier League. Just that kind of league, but yeah, just trust that we'll make a comeback. We always do. Was like done. Gallo makes the run. Was like overlapping as well. Rashford, left foot shot. Eno with the save. Jasper. Fulham are really playing football now. Lindelof, what have you done? Well done, Corbett. Didn't really need to get involved. David De Gea did have that on. Didn't mean to pass it there. Barra thinks the keeper. De Gea makes another save. We're playing ourselves into problems. Rashford, you could have just done a simple knock on. Felix, all over the top. Szoboszlai runs onto it. Szoboszlai has Rashford inside the penalty area. Rashford volleys it home. What a counter-attacking goal. Come on, man. Come on, stop playing with us. Rashford, Marcus Rashford, MBE. MBE. Soon we should be saying one-time Ballon d'Or winner. Look at this counter-attacking goal, man. All over the top by Felix into Szoboszlai. Nice ball played across the penalty area. Catches it on the first-time volley. Marcus Rashford is looking like Lewandowski in Marseille. I can't lie to you guys. Can't lie. The way he puts shots away, sometimes he scores. He's having a really poor game. But that's why he was my number 9 from the jump. You guys didn't believe. Now you have to believe. Gallo. Played over the top. Szoboszlai offside. Like games like this, I'd rather retain possession and be tidy on the. But when I up the tempo in certain areas, we make more mistakes. Nice ball over the top. Nuno Mendes drills it in. Gallo with the goal. Gallo with the goal. What a finish that was from the Italian. Oh my goodness me. We turned this game around again. I did say we were 3-0 down at some point against Fulham in January and we turned things around instantly. Oh my goodness me. Look at this ball over the top. Shout Felix. He's got a secret ball on him. He just knows how to. He normally plays the pass that creates the assist. That's what it seems to me right now in this episode. He plays the ball that creates the assist. Round of applause from the man on the touchline. This is what I mean. Certain sides, you just have to play a certain way against them. Like, I can be very messy against Fulham because the game's wide open. You play teams that use 3 at the back, which is a lot now in the Premier League. 5 at the back, which is also a lot now in the Premier League. Have to play or use tactics that suit having a lot of possession. You have a lot of it in most games. We just need to play like this against sides like Leeds. Having possession against Leeds isn't effective. Ooh, Rashford. 3-1. 3-1 is the scoreline now. Marcus Rashford, MBE. It gets even better. João Felix again involved in another goal. I'm telling you, he might be the signing of the save, João Felix. He pops up whenever we need him to. And Felix. Ref, speak to this man. Yellow card. Luke Harris is in the book. I'm behind the other official on the touchline complaining too. Because realistically, he jumped up in the air. He had nothing on this man other than blood. Switches play to that left-hand side. Mendes turns, plays it down the line. João Felix. Felix with the footwork. Felix from goal. Oh, that would have been a nice solo goal. Maybe I should have just passed it to Rashford. He was onside in front of me. I thought, for the highlight reel, give Felix what he needs. Because he's actually played for the badge throughout this episode. Like I said, he plays the ball before the assist. Such a selfless player to have in your side. If you have a save, go out and sign yourself a João Felix. Definitely pops up in the right moments at the right time. Okay, so we're making 3 changes. Bellingham, Eriksen and Mendes. They're making their way off. Martinez, McHugh and Kone, they're making their way on. So yeah, Martinez reclaims back his captaincy. I did say I am expecting to lift the trophy at the end of this match, and it's only right that our club captain the one to do so. Gallo, Alvarado into Martinez. First touch rather heavy, but it gets the ball under control. Kone had to slip into Bosley. Luck there is Mara. Seema plays it down the right hand side into Harris. First assist of the game. Stopped in his tracks by Aidan McHugh. Plays it down the line into João Felix. Cuts in. Plays it into Rashford. We have Szoboszlai in the box. Szoboszlai smashes it home. It's 4-1. The Hungarian bags himself an assist in the game and also bags himself a goal too. What a perfect way to clinch the Premier League title. Done it despite having a lot of injuries this season. Beautiful play by João Felix, cutting in, finding Rashford. Like I said, I'm going to keep repeating myself. Felix plays the ball before the assist. Team up. Challenge there from Corbett. I know he won the ball. This referee, he's got something against me. That's what I think. That's what we're going to start developing on camera now. We're going to have this, the world, like me against the world complex. Because that's what it feels like when I go into these games. The referee is quick to give me a red card for little things. But these two-footed challenges that these players are doing, and they're actually getting my players injured as well. The referee's not even batting an eye. That's it. There we go. 4-1. We have clinched the Premier League title for the 5th season running. For the 5th season running. You guys should come to expect this. We always figure out a way to win. They've thrown at least 5 injuries at the deep end on us, and we managed to adapt. We did recall back players. I know in real life you probably wouldn't get the opportunity to do so, especially in the business end of the season. But we managed to adapt, clinched the league title. We also bagged the EFL Cup. The Champions League is pending. I feel like Champions League, we can go all the way. So Lisandro Martinez steps up. Here we go again. Champions for the 5th time. For the 5th time. We worked really hard to get to this position. We've obliterated both sides in the league. We've clinched the title halfway through April, which is definitely better than last season. Okay, so nothing has happened in the menu. We're going to head straight off into the semi-final encounter at Wembley against Brentford. Hopefully we can book a spot in the final. And I feel like that's just going to prolong season 5, but the more games we have to play, it just means there's more trophies to win. Yeah, let's... Okay, so Brentford against Man United at Wembley Stadium for the semi-final encounter. These two sides are on top of their tables. Championship side, Brentford, look likely to be promoted next season. We've already clinched the league title. Yeah, are the championship leaders going to cause an upset? Let's wait and find out. So starting for Brentford, they have Carmona and goal. At the back, they have Stanisic, Wilson, Roden, and Sorensen. In the middle, they have Yarnell, Bidstrup, and Eze. They have Eze. On the right hand side, they have Young Combs. Enrique is up top, and Wissers on the left hand side. Okay, we are gonna line up with a bit of a rotated squad. Lafont is in goal. He's the second choice keeper, so he's definitely gonna play in this cup competition. Alvarado's at the back with Victor, Corbett, and McHugh. In the middle, we have Ericsson, Kone, and Szoboszlai, who's our captain for this game. Mokoko's on number 9. Boss is playing off the right-hand side. And then we have Felix playing off the left. So, yeah, like I said before, there's levels to this. Can this championship side cause an upset against the league leaders, the league champions? Let's find out, man. Let's find out. I strongly believe that we're probably going to obliterate them first half. I didn't realise they were in the championship, you know. I knew something was missing this season. I didn't realise it was Brentford. Rather easy by the touchline. And Barbosa finds the Boslite. Alvarado. Barbosa, left foot strike. Too central. I was aiming for the bottom left corner. Carmona. It's an easy save. His distribution's poor. His distribution's so poor. Let's punish them. Szoboszlai, ball over the top. Get to that, Moukoko. That's why I don't play too many direct balls. It either gets overhit or underhit. Chopped him down. Whistles down on the left-hand side by the sidelines. Referee, we're going to have to reach in. Yellow card, well deserved. Unai Alvarado, too late of a challenge. Needed a yellow card, but I need him to keep that energy in the second. I think they were expecting him to go alone and score. Not on Rashford's level just yet, or Anthony's. Coco finds a nice ball to Felix. Left foot shot, Roden with the block. I should have just gone for the near post. Tried to hit it across the keeper. Another chance wasted. Whistle up the other end. And Alvarado applied enough pressure to put him off. Barbosa. Try this again. Ball over the top. Moukoko should be running onto that. Roden again cuts that out. And another late tackle. Another yellow card is going to be distributed to one of my players. I can already sense it. Just the frustration of not getting to through sometimes. Ericsson. McHugh running down this left-hand side. Into Moukoko. Nice first touch to get away from the defender. Hits the ball and it hits the back of the net. 1-0. What a first touch from Moukoko. Gets the ball away from the defender. Gets the ball out of his feet as well. And just wallops it across the face of the keeper. Goes in. Thank you, Lafont. Thank you. Dealt with that. We have Szoboszlai now. Oh, no one bursting forward. I'm going to go attacking to commit more bodies forward. Sometimes I forget to do that. Don't see a card. Oh, he actually gave a card. He's keeping the same energy. I like this referee. Solomon Wilson in the book. Midfield battle. It's getting a bit messy now. Whistle down this left-hand side. Alvarado buying that pressure as well. Barbosa. Boslite. Coco. Is it to his right? Barbosa. That's a Boslite in the centre. Oh, I was about to smash it. I don't know why he took another touch. I was just about to smash that. Let's go. Eberechi. Eze. Nice ball to the right hand side. Young Combs. Cuts in on his left. Strupp. Oh no. Enrique. They're passing the ball a bit too much, Brentford. But like, if Eze settled on the ball, allowed Enrique to make the run in behind, maybe slipped him in behind. I feel like their tempo's a bit too fast for themselves, Brentford. May need to slow down the tempo a bit, get my players good positions. Right now, we've not been able to retain possession. We're just as bad as Brentford. Oops, slipping in behind. There we go. Szoboszlai. Felix. 2-0. 2-0 it is. And that should settle some of the nerves. That definitely should settle some of the nerves. João Felix, the star man in this episode, has bagged himself a goal. Is that his first goal in the episode? I can't remember if he scored, but if that is, I mean, it's a long time waiting. Someone that's been contributing a lot for attacks in this episode. It's his foot through it. So Rashford is making his way on for Moukoko. Gallo is making his way on for João Felix. And yeah, we're going to be playing Gallo off the right hand side, Barbosa off the left. Oh, I've given the ball up. Didn't notice myself doing that. Yeah. I did not notice. I looked away to check to see if the recording was fine. Oh, should keep my finger off the pad. Should keep my fingers off the pad. LS. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. I lost concentration myself. Everyone's just flat-footed right now. I don't like the look of this attack. Wilson drills it in. Come on, get your foot through it, clear it. Pressure's on Lafont now that we've conceded that one goal. Brentford have seen that as an incentive to come forward. Oh. Still on 2-1. Rashford is onside. Long shot from Rashford. Carmona with the save. Distribution poor again. Gallo gonna attack them. Ooh, Barbosa, smash it home, please. It's deflected into the path of Carmona, who makes the save. It's a corner kick. Swung in, played up by Pierre Gabriel, headed back down by Bellingham, cleared up by Yarnell. Enrique flicks it on. He has no support at all up front. Ensa, Rashford turns, right foot shot. Sorry, don't know why it's a left foot shot, but again, Carmona forced to make another save. At least show me who I'm talking to. It's like I'm talking to nobody. Back to too early. 3 minutes added on. But what? That defender was attempting there, but it's cut out. Here's Rashford. Get some bodies in the box. Rashford to Gallo. To Szoboszlai. Bellingham. Barbosa gives the ball up. Okay, there we have it. We booked another spot into another final of another cup competition, and that is the FA Cup. So yeah, I think in the next episode or two, we're gonna be seeing you guys at Wembley. I must say, we should have won by a bit more. Towards the end, it got a bit cagey because of the mistake at the back, but overall, I feel like this has been a fantastic episode, a brilliant episode. Defensively, going forward, the determination and the fight. And we went into that game against Atletico, not really the favourites because of the players we had available on paper. So I know the Premier League campaign is over. However, there's still a top 4 race going on. So when it comes to Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool, they're all battling it out for top 4 at the current moment. Liverpool, they just about slipped outside of the top 4 zone. They're 1 point behind Chelsea, who are 4th with 67 points. Level on points are Manchester City and Arsenal. However, City, they do have a game in hand, so they can go 3 points clear on Arsenal. He did look like they were going to solidify second spot. I did say, I think in the last episode or the episode before that, yeah, Arsenal, they just know how to bottle things. And I won't be surprised if Liverpool creep up on them too, and Chelsea, because like I said, there are a few games remaining. Arsenal have about 4 left. Liverpool have 5 games remaining to play. So I think Liverpool, the max they can get is up to 81 points. So Arsenal, they better achieve that. Otherwise, Liverpool, they're going to creep up on them. Even Chelsea, they are threatening to take over that third spot. Okay, so Leeds United and Everton, they're on the same amount of points. So essentially, it's mathematically possible for Bournemouth to be relegated still. Even Fulham. But Fulham, they're a bit further away compared to Burnley. I think Southampton and Palace, they're done for already. I think Palace is definitely done for. Southampton, there's a bit of hope, but yeah, they're too long away. They're too far away. They're too far away from teams like Nottingham Forest, Leeds United. If Leicester City get intertwined into that little conversation as well, because Southampton, they do have 5 games left. If they get 15 points, that takes them up to 35 points, which means they could be safe if things remain the way that they are. I doubt all of these sides are going to lose all of their games. So for the very next episode, we have Barcelona to kick it off. We're going to be hosting them at Old Trafford for the first leg in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Following up, we have a game against Manchester City. Could we do the double against them in the league? That's a trip to the Etihad. We are going to be playing for pride and maybe stroking our ego a bit. So we definitely are going to field a strong side against Manchester City and Chelsea. So Chelsea's the game that we're going to be playing at the very end of the next episode. Obviously, Barcelona, the second leg will come, and that's an away game for the second leg. In terms of the FA Cup final, again, we have Liverpool. We have Liverpool for another cup final, and that's 2 seasons in a row where we've played them at Wembley for the FA Cup. I'm getting fed up of it. I feel like Jurgen Klopp just needs to know when to quit. I feel like if you see Manchester United in the quarterfinals or the semi-final draw, just forfeit your next game. Jurgen Klopp, you just can't beat me. We're just undefeated when it comes to our encounters in the final with Liverpool. And I just hope that remains the same. I don't like to use players that don't have good sharpness. How do we check his sharpness here? So yeah, as you can see, his sharpness is on 0. We didn't get to do any training in this episode. And all the games that we had to play in the episode were very critical, especially the game against Fulham, because we wanted to clinch the league title. Yeah, so in the next episode, you should expect to see him in the second leg against Barcelona, or possibly at the very end against Chelsea. So that's for the Anthony lovers in this save. But yeah, if you made it this far, please remember to smash that like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live, premiere a video, or upload one. I always like to receive constructive feedback. Know why? Because I feel like my content isn't polished. My content isn't at a finished stage. I'm still learning a lot of things. There's still a lot of quiet spots in my videos. There's still a lot of things that I do cut out when I'm editing, because I'm not too sure whether you guys want stuff like that to be included, or whether it's whether it's worth having in the video. There are a lot of times where I do go on a tangent, waffle, and show a bit of my personality, but I don't know what kind of content you guys want to see when it comes to career mode. Because there was a phase where I was just doing quick highlights. There's a phase where I'm doing extended highlights and I'm waffling in between cuts and stuff. So you're only really seeing the small elements of what I do on camera, especially with the goals as well. I can see how it's very repetitive because I'm only really cutting to goals and cutting to yellow cards, where you're only gonna really hear some of the same things or see some of the same things. So maybe going forward in the future, I might try to tweak my style and the format even more. I'm always trying to tweak the style and the format season by season, just to see and gauge what works in terms of the content. But yeah, keep dropping your comments in the comment section below, whether it's positive, negative. Just don't be too negative to the point where it's personal. If it gets personal, I'll just ignore you anyway and just use it for my video and entertainment purposes. But yeah, after all that waffling, we are going to part ways. I hope to see you in the next episode, which is episode 65. Almost lost count in my head just now. Take care for now. Peace.